Welcome to episode 7 of season 2, which is The Blob That Ate Everyone. This is definitely one of my favorite books. I'm really glad this is a good book. I was terrified of this book, especially the original one, this cover here, due to the fact I was petrified of the original not the original, but the 1988 remake of it. Even the 50s one, I was pretty like, just anything blob related, I just couldn't do with it. But I was fine with books like, Monster Blob, which took inspiration from the Blob and just a goo of evil goo that eats stuff. But the reason why was because they were like, oh, it was based on a true event, and I finally learned it was just like some jello from outer space, like it was just slime goop from, space jelly or whatever, So I watched some of the clips from the original remake, and it was pretty good. The book starts off with our main character, Zach. Stupid idiot showing off. Don't mind that. Here, I'll be right back real quick.
Thanks for my new replay. Whatever. Let's go mess with the gas. How's my army being built, Diesel? Perfect. I got some new members for you. Perfect. Who are they? Meet Scruffy, the leader, Truck, and Van. They will help us by carrying the stuff for the demise of him. Excellent. And once the time's right, we will unleash the blob on them.
This was one of the first I read, because it was the first I got for season 2, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a season 2, I'm gonna make seasons out of this. I'm gonna use this book for inspiration. So basically, it starts off, they're in the yard, Zacky's yard, Zacky Beat Champ's yard, and they're hanging out. Then this giant blob creature just rolls and makes it to their yard, and they describe it in the weirdest way possible. I don't think it's in the actual word, this reprint. No, it is, but I'd rather show you in this one, because this is where I first read it. Because I read this one, I read it. This usually have 2 books I read instead of audiobooks. Here, this is how they describe the blob in this book when it first arrives. A giant beach ball, taller than me, Alex and me, nearly as tall as the garage. It was pink and wet and throbbing. Brum, brum, brum. It pulsed like a heart. Jesus. It basically attacks them, but it turns out to be a story written by Zach. He loves to write. So his friend Alex is there, and his friend... I don't like the kid. That's probably why I forget the names of the kids I don't like in the stories. There's Alex, and there's his other friend, which I'm surprised why is he friend with this kid if he's so jerky? Because why would you be friend with this kid if he's just a jerk? Adam. Jesus, Adam. Yeah, Adam, he's like, oh, that series awful, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. He's like, whatever. He goes to school and he finds rats in his locker. Tiny little white mice rat things in his locker. Sorry, I'm messing with that. I fidget a lot. But yeah, he finds rats in his locker, and Alex and 2 twins put them there. And, they're just laughing. The principal gets him in trouble. So he's walking on with Alex, and they find a really destroyed, novelty junk shop place. They go inside, they find a typewriter. When he touches it, he gets zapped with blue electricity and, passes out. Wakes up, he grabs a typewriter, but then he hears, someone. So he hides. It's the owner of the building. He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, you like this typewriter? Here, take this pen as a gift, as another gift. At least someone gets something out of this. He goes home. He writes the story with the pen first. Because he doesn't type his stories until he has the final draft. So he, types some stories. Then it starts raining. The power goes out. His dad goes missing. And then there's a knock at the door. But the knock at the door is just Adam. And he's like, I made you come here. He's like, yeah, whatever. And so he types on the typewriter, there was the blob in the basement waiting for fresh meat. They go down the basement because it's not there. It's just not there. It's just Adam playing jokes. So they go back up. The next day, he's like, his mom's like, can you go get some stuff for the dinner we're having? So he goes down to the store. The old lady at the store does not like kids. Fidgeting again. Doesn't like kids. So she goes down. He goes down there. Alex and the twins are hiding behind the meat counter, going, fresh meat, fresh meat. Alex, buys the stuff, but he forgets something, but he writes out the story. He writes the story like, the blob monster ate Alex and everyone, and blah, blah, blah. Ate 2 police officers, whatever. And it happens. He goes down there to go again, but everyone's running. He looks, and there's just a blob creature. He's like, he gets grabbed by the tongue, and 2 police officers come up and start thwattering it with the baton, so it eats him instead. So he starts running on his biking, He bikes to Alex and Adam. Alex, I'm like, what? It's just like a giant balloon. He gets eaten, because he's an idiot. They go back to Zacky's house. He's like, I didn't write the ending. So they go back. Alex is like, oh, I have an idea. Type the ending, but the typewriter is jammed. The blob monster crashes through, eats the typewriter. He's like, maybe the pen. Eats the pen. He's like, wait a minute. When Alex typed the thing, it didn't work. I have the power. The lightning strike. He's like, the blob disappears and everyone goes back normal. Blob disappears, everything goes back normal. Alex gets like, whatever. He's like, whoa. Turns out, what the heck is that noise?
Now, unleash the blob.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
So basically, then it turns out the story was made by a blob creature. But the green one was like, that story's so scary. The blob gets defeated, make a happy ending. And so, what the heck is that? Oh. Oh no, he didn't. Ugh, I gotta catch it. Oh. No. You monsters. I hate that dude. Anyway, so the blob monster writes the ending. It's a happy ending. And so they eat him at the end. This book is really good. I definitely suggest this one. And the episode. I think the episode gets too much hate. I don't think it gets hated a lot, but I think it just doesn't get mentioned or appreciated a lot. I just bit my tongue. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.
That plan was ruined.
We're sorry, boss.
Yeah.
Let me be of assistance. Whoa, jeez, you knocked me over almost. Oh yeah, what will you do? I'll do more than you, Diesel can. Say that again.
Later that day, Percy was hunting some trucks in the yard. He was worried. He had seen everything. Oh no, he cried. Thomas puffed up. What's the matter, Percy? He said. Thomas being filled up with water. I saw a giant pink blob. It's eaten a guy's hand, but he got it off in time. And Diesel 10's working with them. Oh, Diesel 10. Oh, Percy, you are going crazy, aren't you? But, oh, Percy, be quiet. Nothing's going on. You're going crazy, he said. Now, I have a train to pull. Good day. Percy felt more alone than ever. No one believed his story. That was until Henry puffed up. What's the matter, Percy? No one believes me. I saw a giant cream pink blob almost eat a guy's hand, and Diesel 10's a part of it. Oh, really? Oh. Well, I think you should talk to Edward. He knows more about this stuff than I do. Ta-ta, Percy. Oh. Oh, and don't think I don't believe you. Us green engines must stick together. Just then the Fat Controller walked up. Percy, I need to take your stuff to the quarry. Yes, sir, he said. He puffed away. I wonder what you got up with that engine. You look so scared. I almost forgot, guys. I have some big news. Season 2 will continue. Or, wait, no, not Season 2. The next episode would be the final episode, Curse of Camp Cold Lake, which is another good book. Season 2 will continue, or Season 3 Part 2 will start off after that book with Monster Blood 4 next week. Plus a brand new series, probably. The Series 2000 book retrospective. Including these 5 books. Bride of the Living Army, Invasion of the Body Creatures Part 1 and 2, Brain Juice, The Haunted Car, and for the first time, an episode review of the Cry of the Cat DVD. So stay tuned. Peace.
Next time, the final time for that Season 2 of yours, I will have my revenge. And if not, then at the end of Season 3.